And here we are, once again. Welcome forward to the Working Man's Warships. I am your humble host, Jedi Gad, and we welcome you, whoever you are, wherever you may be in the globe, whatever time of day or night it is where you are, and however you're tuning in, listening, and watching. Welcome. So today we're gonna do a first impressions video on the Kremlin. And by first impressions, I mean first impressions. This is going to be live and direct, the build, the match, everything. Now, disclaimer, I did get the Kremlin a few weeks ago. I just haven't done a video on it because I was saving it because I wanted to do it with all of you, right? So here it is, the Kremlin. Never used it, you can see, brand new. And immediately I did what I always do, and I decided to go through the stats and see what's what and what I liked and didn't like. And I am struggling to find another battleship that just at its face value, was more balanced than this. There was very little looking at the stats. I mean, the stats are one thing, on paper is one thing. Plenty of ships look good on paper, it's how they play. But on paper, I'm looking and thinking, wait a second, what's the disadvantage with this ship? Now, if I was going to nitpick, there's two things I didn't really like, which is very few. I don't like the reload time, it's kind of slow, and obviously when you've got a limited amount of damage cons, it can be a problem. But aside from that, so my build with this ship was really trying to work out how can I improve this ship, because for example, I will normally use Sims as an inspiration, but with 102,000 base HP, do I really need him? I can improve other stuff in other areas. So with that in mind, what I've gone with, I mean, you can see what I'm doing here, feel free to copy. I went with Mikhail Kedrov, he's my Soviet battleship commander, it's pretty straightforward, and John Fisher, because he improves our reload, gives us some range, and Paolo Di Ravel, again, trying to improve that weakness of the reload. So that's what we've gone with inspiration, just to start with, okay? We went with not one for the nuisance, for the fires and floods. Crisscross, which helps our traverse speed. Collective labor, we need the extra damage cons, and the master mechanic for the extra heals. And obviously fight fire with fire, because we have a ship with limited damage cons. We want to reduce that weakness as best we can. Now the ship itself, aiming systems mod 1, dispersion, that flagged up orange, so we want to improve that. Damage control system mod 2, because fires, floods, you know, usual stuff. Target acquisition system mod 1, again fairly straightforward and self-explanatory. And then the final slot was like, okay, well, nothing really appealing here. I'm not building into the secondaries, and the AA is already 99. Did we mention that? Anti-aircraft 99. I mean, that's already A+. So I went with the main battery mod 2 because I'm willing to sacrifice some of the traverse speed, because again, traverse speed is excellent for a battleship. I'm willing to sacrifice some of that for what it gives me in return. Now again, if you think you've got a better build, let me know. If you want to copy, that's fine. It is a base commander build. You can get all of these guys in the store, save up your commander XP, and saving up is also another theme for this video. Keep that in mind, that part about saving up, because we're going to get back to that later. Now, as far as, you know, the flag, it's got to be the Northern Parliament. Just has to be. I mean, Kremlin, Northern Parliament, the bear. I mean, you know, this is how I like to build my ships. It's got to be relevant. It's you know, as real can be. We'll take the sensible option of the camo that we have been provided. Looks good. And guys. Okay, now we've had her before. I'm gonna try again. Bear with me. Okay, you ready for this? I've been practicing. Vasilisa Rasputina. How was that? It was pretty bad, wasn't it? I'm trying. You won't hear me say her name again, fortunately. I don't care about the XP. I like the voiceover. She sounds Russian. So, she can sound Italian too, but that's a different story for another day. We'll get to that. We are going to run our Commander XP. We are going to run our Global XP. And as we are on Legendary, we're running the credit booster to offset ship service costs. And we are running the Battle Booster. So, mission brief. This is my first game in the Kremlin. Right off the bat, no messing about. You know how we do it. If I fail massively and fall on my face, you can all laugh at me. You'll see it live. We just want to see how the ship plays. So, we are in Scandinavia. Nice. Not that far away from home. For our first sea trial in the Kremlin. You know, at least if we get sunk, it won't be that far to get back home. But, you know, let's see. Okay, so, right off the bat, you can see we are directly in the middle. Okay, 2 destroyers per team. Now, the decision at the beginning of this battle was which side of this island in the middle do I go? Do I head east or west?
To your posts.
Now, bearing in mind, okay, there's 9 players. So for new players, when the bases are arranged like this, you're never going to get a perfectly even split. If you had 3 bases across, then yes, you can get an even split whereby you get 3 on each base. Theoretically, at the start. That can change depending on where people go, but you want to try and spread your forces out. Now, you see, we wanted to head west, but I then see my teammates are both heading west. That would make a 6-3 overload in our team. We don't want this. That is not a preferable situation, having 6 on one side and 3 on the other. Particularly when there are no divisions. So straight away, we want to counter-rotate. And we want to get out towards the eastern flank. We can see our destroyer over there. They're in. He's doing the right thing. Aggressive destroyer play. He's out there spotting. This is what we want. So there's no need for me to head out west. I'm going to go out east and try and balance this out. Again, there's 9 people. It's not going to be perfect. But 5 and 4 is better than 6 and 3. So we're going to creep up here. All the while, we know there's 2 destroyers out there. So one of them is likely to be in this vicinity and can spot us.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Right on cue, he appears. Now, he hasn't spotted us yet, but he has now that I've fired my guns. So we want to see what this first salvo of Kremlin can do. And a nice little chunk. Okay. Decent start. But remember, destroyer. This is now the primary concern. We know he's here. And he appears. And right now I'm thinking beach. Go on, beach, beach, beach. He beached. So we want to right now try and slap him before he disappears. So we hit him for 4,000. A nice chunk of his health gone. But we're anticipating them torpedoes are coming now. So what we want to do is we want to prepare for that and swing the ship outwards. We're still spotted, so we have to expect that this was coming. But we're prepared for this because we knew he was there, we know what he wants to do, and we're going to turn out and avoid this. Now we can see him, so right now what we want to do is we want to clip him again with the aft turrets. We do clip him again, and now here comes the second salvo of torpedoes. But again, we have prepared for this. We knew it was coming. So we're going to position the ship right in between these torpedoes and just let them sail on by. Part of me thinks that those were wide torpedoes. If so, they shouldn't be, but we're not complaining. Now, I have no doubt we would have clapped that Roscoe first there. But we saw he was going to go down. There's no point in wasting a salvo. We want to hit this guy over the island. So we take the shot. And now, he just gets away. He thinks he just gets away, but good old Daring wants a scrap. Go ahead, Daring. We want you to scrap. We look up. We see we are 2 ships up. It's time to push. Right? No more of this fighting off other torpedo attack. We're going to move forward now. We know their Shimakaze's in trouble. We have nothing to fear from torpedoes. Time to get moving.
Our team has taken the lead. Onward to victory.
We want to now head up north and try and take that base. Now, on our way up north, we can see Yamato in a bit of distress, so we want to see if we can tap him over the island. There's a little reminder that we're here, and you better get to step in. We do. Again, I'm liking the feel of this. Okay? I'm enjoying the feel of this. You know, sometimes the first time you get in a ship, you just feel like, I like this ship. That's how I'm feeling. Well, I was feeling that way until I shot this Aki. Because, I mean, it's okay, but I wanted a bit more, if I'm honest. But bear in mind, this is like cricket. We're going to hit some singles and keep the scoreboard ticking over. That's what we're going to do. Okay? Singles, yeah? Baseball fans, we're going to bunt. Okay? We're going to run the bases here. Because the home run we wanted to hit, we can't hit right now. Which is entirely our fault. But that Aki should by now be back at port. The fact that he isn't back at port is purely down to us swinging and missing. So, I'm liking the feel of Kremlin, but at the same time, we need some home runs here. Okay? See, bunting and running the bases is good. It's great. You know, hitting singles is great. But I don't get in a battleship to bunt. I want home runs. That's the whole point. That's why I love them so much. And I'm liking the feel of this ship. But I need something else to make me very feel. I need something else. And right on cue, Kremlin says, I've woken up. I like this ship. I like this ship. See, I tell you what it is. You know, you don't need to see something, to hear something, to taste something for very long to know if it's really, really good or really, really bad. It's the stuff in the middle I need to look at. And this is not in the middle. I think we can all safely agree this is a good ship. I think the only debate really about this ship is how can you make it better with your build. That we can debate on. But one thing that can't really be debated is that whether or not this is a good ship. This is clearly a good ship. Right? 102,000 base HP. Turrets that turn like that. Guns that hit like that. Come on now. The damage controls I get, but I'm going to be dealing so much damage. Am I really going to need the damage controls that much? Am I? No. Listen. This ship is some serious business. And there's not really much I can find wrong with it. There's certain ships in the game which, if you can't play with them, it's a skill issue. It's nothing to do with the ship. you know, even in this battle here, there's some shots that I missed that this could have been an absolutely devastating battle. That's not on the ship, that's on me. This is clearly some serious business we're dealing with here when it comes to Kremlin. I mean, you know, what's not to like?
Our victory is in sight. The end is near.
So, can we finish in style? Nah.
Admirable.
Oh, I like this ship. This ship has the potential to take over my life. But more importantly than all of that, remember what I said about saving up? This ship cost me nothing. I got it for free. I just did my missions. You can do the same. We come third place. So, if you're enjoying it, like, subscribe, share, and we're going to see you on the next episode of the Working Man's Warships. Take care.